All right, welcome back, COSN 10 folks. Professor Almeida here. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope all is well wherever you may be out there. So, lot to talk about for week 6, and if you can believe it, we will be at the halfway point of this course once week 6 is done. And before I get into that, I want to give a friendly reminder to all of you that you should be actively participating in the class. Okay, you should be turning in assignments weekly. You shouldn't be letting the work pile up. I know it's real easy to put this class off, and I do check the analytics. I know who's been doing what in the class, and there are a few folks out there I've tried to reach out to. I'm going to try one more time. If I see after week 6 that there's a whole string of zeros for at least a good 2 consecutive weeks, okay, I've been pretty generous so far, but if I see a whole string of zeros and you haven't been showing up, you could be withdrawn from the course. Okay, I'm going to really start cracking the whip here, especially since we're going to go into the back half of the course and point opportunities are going to get fewer. Okay, so let's make sure that we're maxing out our points. Check your understanding quizzes. Should be an easy 10 points every time. Okay, that way I know that you are participating in the class, you're interacting with NetAcad, and you're completing the quizzes and hopefully understanding the concepts. Okay, so let's make sure that we're getting those check your understanding quizzes turned in. Packet Tracer Labs, they are worth 40% of your grade. You do need to be hands-on with those. And as you can see, for week 6, we will be working with Packet Tracer again. So anyway, let's get into week 6 since there's a lot to talk about here. All right. So far, we've looked at the first 3 layers of the OSI model. We've covered the physical layer. We looked at the data link layer. You've learned about switches, okay, especially at layer 2. And then we got into the network layer at layer 3, and this is where routers come in. So we need to talk about address resolution and working with iOS and Cisco routers. If you learn nothing else from address resolution, ARP is pretty much the glue that binds layers 2 and layer 3 together. Okay, so you can see here for module 9, you have CYU 9. And again, this should be an easy 10 points. Now I want to turn the focus over to your 2 packet tracer labs here, packet tracer 913 and then 929. You can see that I provided a hints page here. For 913, okay, let me pull up 913 real quick here. For 913, you can see that there is no completion rate. You just go to check results and assessment items. But I do want to see a screenshot of your spreadsheet from part 1, step E. Don't make this any harder than it needs to be, because as you can see here, Cisco already gives you the spreadsheet that you need. Okay, they tell you to create this spreadsheet, but they already give you what you need. So again, hint, hint, wink, wink. You know, don't make this any harder than it needs to be. As a matter of fact, this is a freebie right here. Okay, so let's make sure we get those 10 points. All right, so that's 913. 929 on examining the ARP table. Here's what you're going to do for 929. In your command prompt, you're going to ping 10.10.10.1 from the PC with the IP address 172.16.31.2. Okay, again, the command prompt in Packet Tracer. Then you're going to go into router 1, right? You're going to bring up the terminal for router 1, and you're going to run 2 commands. Show MAC address table, and then show ARP in privilege exec mode. That's the screenshot I'm looking for. Bonus question, why is the MAC address table empty? Okay, think about this. You are in router 1, and given what you know so far with the first 3 layers of the OSI model, why do you think the MAC address table is going to be empty? So a little bonus question there. So that is module 9. And then module 10 covers basic router config. You can see that there is no check your understanding for module 10. And by the way, the iOS cheat sheet is your friend. And you can see there are 3 packet tracers here since there's no check-in or standing. 10.1.4 covers initial router settings. You basically go through the entire packet tracer lab. You follow what they're telling you. Okay, should be pretty straightforward. Same thing with 10.3.4 on connecting a router to a LAN. And then we get the 10.3.5, troubleshooting default gateway issues. And here's the hint I'm providing. Okay, there are 4 issues you need to tackle to get full credit and post the screenshot. So I've given you a couple of hints here. First, you want to check the individual PC IP configs. Do they have the correct IP address assignments? How about the gateway address? Okay, so start there. And then check the running configs for both switches and compare. Is there something missing or not configured properly? And then finally verify that the router is configured properly, and you should be able to get your 100%. So again, a lot going on here for week 6. So let's make sure that we are actively participating, folks. Don't leave things for the last minute. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. I know this video was running quite a bit because, like I said, there's a lot to cover. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourselves out there, and we'll do this again soon.